Okay, so if you're just joining me, this is part 2 of a video that I just started a few minutes ago, but I was about to run out of time on my phone, so this is part 2. And I'm just in the middle, well, almost at the end of my Stitch Mania process that I've been working on. And so this is another, so if you want more info, go to the first video and you'll get caught up. But for those of you who have endured so far, this is another freebie off Pinterest. I so love this one. Oh my gosh. Super cute. So I have a little bit left of this wonderful fabric, and I'm almost positive this is Caramel Macchiato by hand dyed by Stephanie. And I have enough, I think, that I could actually do the pillow all in this linen, which I should do, but I love this linen, so I'm thinking, oh, I could just put some pretty black on the back and use this for another little piece. So we'll see. I'm cheap. Okay, so the next day I worked on another freebie, and these are so little, but I mean, it's been fun because I don't feel any kind of pressure. I'm using scraps for most of it. I'm using the DMC that I had, and I'm doing little things that I've thought, oh, that would be so cute. Oh, that would be so cute. I'll pin it. I'll pin it on Pinterest. I never usually get anything done with any of those things, so I'm actually getting things done, so I'm excited. So I'm off a little bit on this dude. I mean, his eyes aren't supposed to be symmetrical, or I'd be way off, but he has a really toothy grin. So I think that's the part I'm going to do next. I'm just going to outline his mouth the way it's supposed to be, and then I'm just going to fill in wherever I missed, because somehow I'm off. But anyway, he's still cute, so he'll be a little pillow. I'm almost done. So I also have another freebie. Ho, ho, ho. Like I said, any of these freebies are listed on my Instagram, and I will list my Instagram in the down arrow box, or the description box, whatever you want to call it, so that you can look for the pattern. But like I said, they're all free. But so anyway, I worked on him a couple nights, and I think I finished it up this morning. I had to do the date and the last toe. Super cute. So last night's project, I don't know why I was so tired, because it was my day off. Maybe because I was trying to do more than I should have tried to do on my day off. But I found a little robin on Pinterest that was a freebie. And then I thought, oh, I'd like to try to do a tree, something like on the owl. Okay, focus. Something like the owl on the previous video that I was thinking about doing. So I like the way it turned out. I didn't draw anything on. I just kind of went for it. And it was so easy. So I'm not really sure what it's going to be. Whatever it is, it's going to be little. Okay, so I think I just have one more. And this one is called Rabbit Hollow Farms Farm Sampler by Stacey Nash. Goodness, that's hard to say. And the linen is just something that I got from the thrift store that I had tea dyed. So I'm not sure if somebody had asked what fabric it was. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help you there. Okay, sorry. It was all, had pins in it and it was all tangled up. But I like the way it's turning out. I didn't use the called for colors. I just grabbed some pinks that I liked. It was kind of a pink and a dark red. And haven't got to work on that very much. I'm excited to get back to that. So that is my Stitch Mania thus far. I still have a bunch of other freebies that I have found. It's funny that anytime you're clicking on anything on Pinterest, once they know what you like, then they just keep, sending those things onto your feed. And so now I'm just getting freebies that I've never come across before. So it's awesome. So I do have a bunch of those left to do. And then I went through some of my punch needle and primitive craft magazines, and I did find one from Sabrosa that I liked, and this was from back in the fall edition. And so I found some, crusty type of fabric. So that I think is going to be one of my next starts. I did purchase a couple new patterns. Sorry, I should have been a little bit more prepared here. This is another Brenda Gervais. I believe this was new at market. When Flowers Blossom. Super cute. But then when I looked at the called for colors at the L&S, they weren't really my colors. They were more orangey. So I just found I found a 36 count French vanilla by R&R. And then I just picked some random DMC colors. So I think they'll be pretty. So that's going to be for that one. And then I don't know if you guys love like Downton Abbey and Pride and Prejudice, but those are like some of my most favorite movies. And so when I saw this at the L&S, I just needed to get it. Gentleman's Daughter by Plum Street. Sorry about the glare. Goodness. Okay, there we go. So I decided I got Creek Bed by R&R because I wanted it to, I kind of wanted to resemble these colors in the picture, but the colors, they didn't have that color of fabric. And of course I didn't want to wait to order it. And then like the colors that I pulled from the Fancy Floss, I mean, they just didn't look like the picture. So I decided I'm going to branch out. There is the house color. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay. So the house color is like an off-white creamy color. So I picked Parchment, and that is actually, I think, the color that they call for. But that's pretty much where I ended at the called for colors. I decided that there was basically 2 shades of red. So I got these 2. Ooh, that's really bright. It's not that bright in person. And then in the grass, the lighter color of the grass, it was a variegated green. So I just got 3 sequential? Anyway, 3 gradations of the same color. And so I'm just going to try doing my own type of blending, because I stitch with 1 thread, so I can't do traditional blending of threads. So I think what I'm going to do, and I don't like to stitch 1 X at a time. It just throws my rhythm off. I don't think my stitches look as pretty. I like to go the whole row and then come back. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. But instead of coming back with the same thread, I might come back with a different thread. I don't know. I'm going to play around with it and see what I can come up with. So that's going to be a start. And then I have a couple other freebies. But so far, loving it. I've been stitching so much. I mean, I've been going to work early so I can sit in the parking lot and stitch for like 25 minutes. And then I wolf down my lunch so that I can, which is probably not good for my health. But anyway, I'd been eating real quick and not as much. And that way I can stitch for about 10 minutes. And then I come home and stitch. So I've been a stitching machine. And my house is starting to show it. So that's why I had to work so hard yesterday on my day off, was trying to get the house put together. Anyway, enough of that. So last video I had showed a little creation that I had done. And shoot, I still forgot to bring the name of the designer for this chart. I got it out of Primitive Stitcher, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And I changed it quite a bit. So I loved the basket that they did, but it had little people in the basket, and I wasn't real crazy about that. And I had just done some of that embroidery, so I wanted to do another nest. So I did that, and then I had seen some 3D flowers on Pinterest, or on Instagram, I'm sorry. This was actual an Instagram feed that I saw. So I changed this up quite a bit, which in my last video I talked about quite a bit. But I offered it as a giveaway. And so I wanted to give that away today. And so I'm not real computer savvy, so I took all of the names that had mentioned Stitch Mania in their comment, and I listed them on the same size piece of paper. Everything's very official. And I just thought I would draw the name here. So here we go. We have one, and it's Leona Faircloth. What a cool name. So, Leona, I will leave a message on your comment and letting you know that you won. And if you can just get me your address, I can send it off in the mail to you. Thanks for being a subscriber. I appreciate it. And I hope everybody's having a great week. My dogs have been escape artists the last week and a half, so I'm hoping that's all out of their system. It started with a possum that has made a little home under our shed, and ever since then, each one of them at different times, I have 3 dogs, each one of them have escaped in some way, and usually it's around 2 or 3 in the morning, so I'm hoping that part of my life will calm down. All we do is go around and, well, I say we, but my husband has to do all the fence mending. But Molly has actually been chewing through the wooden pickets, so she's just a mess. She really wants to get that little critter. So I also have a robin that has made a nest right outside my dining room window in a little bush. And so I listed a picture of that yesterday. That was why I started that little robin piece, because I saw that the babies, the little heads were sticking out. So I posted a picture of that on Instagram too. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I would love it. So thank you for watching. I hope everybody is enjoying their Stitch Mania. And if you're finished, I hope you're still getting back at those so that we don't want to have a ton of things going, but it's good now that they're already started. We can just grab all kinds of projects and never get bored. So I think that was all I wanted to ramble on about. So you guys have a great week. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you come back again. Bye.